At Goku's house, Goku begs Chi-Chi to go back to King Kai's planet to train, but Chi-Chi forbids it, saying they are already out of money again. She also informs Goku that they've got a grandchild on the way, and Goku needs to be a good grandfather and not just fight all the time. At Gohan's house, Videl is about to make dinner, but Gohan insists on making it instead, since he does not want Videl to be overworked. Out in the mountains, Vegeta stands alone, thinking about how he will surpass Super Saiyan God, Beerus, and Kakarot too. Meanwhile, out in space, a spaceship is quickly approaching Earth. Mr. Satan heads off to a press conference where he explains the true cause of the mysterious shockwave phenomenon that shook the world to the public. He makes up a deliberate lie to keep Goku and his family's identities secret and claim the victory for himself, also for the sake of not giving Goku the credit, as he does not want it. In his fake retelling, Mr. Satan claims that he had learned that Earth was being targeted by the god of destruction, Beavis, and hurried to confront him. At first, even the mighty Mr. Satan was no match for the god, but all of a sudden, a miracle occurred. He became a god himself and triumphed. The crowd falls for the lie and cheers, but are soon sent running as a spaceship lands. Out of the spaceship emerge a race named Snackians. The ambassador's secretary asks him to proceed and introduce himself. Upon the crowd settling down, the ambassador explains that they simply come to extend their greetings to the hero who defeated the god of destruction. They display their ultimate sign of respect, a ridiculous-looking greeting dance, causing Mr. Satan and the crowd to collapse in embarrassment, and ask where this hero is. Mr. Satan identifies himself as the one who defeated the god of destruction, and the ambassador presents him with the hero's medal. But the Snackian hero, Galby, is not content. He wants to spar with Earth's hero to see what he is really made of. Otherwise, he will not acknowledge Satan as a true hero. Mr. Satan continuously tries to get out of the situation by faking Pain, Gohan, and Vegeta. Unfortunately, no one was able to answer. Just as things are looking bad for Mr. Satan, Goku flies by, carrying his tractor. It turns out he was trying to get his broken tractor fixed at Bulma's, but nobody was home, and he wonders if Mr. Satan can fix it. Instead, the champ gets Goku to fight Galby in his place. Galby and the other Snackians are unimpressed by Goku's appearance, and to make matters worse, Chi-Chi happens to be walking around town with Piccolo at that moment. She is carrying a huge load of food over to Gohan's house in order to help ensure Videl and her soon-to-be baby get plenty of nutrition, and having Piccolo help carry the groceries as payment for always eating at their place for free. Goku panics, and in a vain attempt to prevent Chi-Chi from seeing him out fighting, he asks Mr. Satan to hit him, with him dubbing it the Satan Punch, then pretends to be sent flying by the blow. As the match starts, Satan desperately runs around avoiding Galby's blows, causing the crowd to be unimpressed by his performance. Realizing he has to do something, Mr. Satan imagines how he tried to protect Videl during the battle with Beerus. He stands firm before Galby, who seems to punch him square in the face, but in reality, he is stopped just short of making contact. Galby is completely paralyzed with fear because he has just spotted B, who had jumped out of Mr. Satan's limo to see the fight better. Galby makes a run for the ship, and the other Snackians follow behind, but not before doing their ridiculous dance of respect one last time. Leaving Earth, they sadly think that it will be many thousands of years before they ever manage to conquer their mortal enemies, dogs, or canine-like monsters, or race. B presents the hero's medal to the champ from his mouth. That night at Goku's house, Go remarks that Goku is out late, and Chi-Chi promises to give him lots of rest once he gets back. A heavy-duty punishment, that is. Meanwhile, Goku is lurking around outside, starving, but too scared of his wife to go inside. At the sacred world of the Kai, Old Kai and Kibito Kai are wondering about the recent mysterious disappearance of some planets, as if they disappeared by magic. When Old Kai suddenly gets distracted, Kibito Kai assumes that he is using his divine sight to peep on women, or something equally perverted. But he turns out to be watching two beetles wrestle. On Earth, Goku is driving his tractor out in the field again when Krillin comes by to visit. Krillin had thought Goku might have gone off to King Kai's to train again. Seeing that Goku is still set on continuing his training, Krillin reminisces about how the two of them used to train together under Master Roshi. Now, Goku has grown strong enough to be a match for even the god of destruction Beerus. Curious to experience for himself just how strong Goku has become, Krillin asks Goku to hit him. After some persuading, Goku does, sending Krillin flying across the countryside. Goku instantly transmits ahead to try and catch him. He, however, misses, so Krillin crashes straight into a large boulder, much to Goku's regret. Back at Goku's house, Android 18 treats Krillin's bruise. Back on his own out in the field, Goku makes sure that nobody was around, transforming into a Super Saiyan and start training again. In a desolate wasteland on top of a mountain, Vegeta is still standing by himself, thinking of how he will surpass Goku and everyone else. After enduring a powerful thunderstorm, he endures a massive Super Saiyan power-up, yet still disappointed at being still at this level, he flies off later. At a tempura restaurant, we Whis is trying tempura for the first time with Bulma there beside him. It turns out that Bulma has been taking Whis out to various restaurants ever since that destructive event, in order to convince him through bribery to save her family's lives if Beerus ever tries to destroy Earth again. As Vegeta returns home to Capsule Corporation, he is surprised to run into Bulma and Whis, who have just returned from the restaurant. Vegeta demands that Whis take him there so that he can show Beerus the true power of the Saiyans. Vegeta tries to force Whis to take him to Beerus, but he quickly changes his mood when he senses an unknown power coming from Whis. When Vegeta demands to know who or what he is, Whis explains that he is Beerus's martial arts teacher. To his surprise, in order to get Whis to train him, Vegeta promises to feed Whis the tastiest food on Earth. He first takes Whis to a tempura restaurant, yet it turned out to be exactly the same one he and Bulma just ate at. In fact, Whis and Bulma have already been to every restaurant Vegeta can think of, leaving him with no choice but to cook something of his own for Whis. Vegeta's attempt at cooking is a complete disaster, however. Due to his strength, stemming from his lack of strength control, he cannot touch an egg, otherwise it easily cracks no matter how gentle he is with it. After trying to crack all the eggs open and failing at it, causing them to spill on the Saiyan Prince's body. To add a final insult to injury, one of his eggs hatches into a chick. Later, if one looks closely, he is seen imitating Vegeta's gestures in a comical fashion. Vegeta, who came up with an idea, claims that Bulma has been hiding the tastiest food of all from Whis, which is revealed to be instant ramen. Vegeta claims that Bulma cannot go for more than a week without eating some, and that it is the tastiest food on Earth, to Whis' growing curiosity. When Whis finally tries some, he is at a loss for words, becoming delighted for what he ate. He finally agrees to take Vegeta with him to Beerus's planet. While they are traveling to Beerus's planet, Vegeta is shown in a flashback getting new battle armor from Bulma to wear because of his old armor being scuffed up, and Bulma not wanting her husband to be the laughingstock of the universe. It has been over half a year since Vegeta left to train with Whis. Gohan and Videl's daughter Pan has been born, and Mr. Satan comes over to play with her, making plenty of silly faces to keep her entertained. Gohan returns home from work and transforms into his Great Saiyaman costume, likewise putting on a show to entertain Pan. He promises to defeat the evil Satan who is trying to steal her heart, and he and Mr. Satan playfully spar, tossing Pan around as they do. Just then, Chi-Chi comes over and is horrified to see the rough and tumble way they handle Pan, though Gohan assures his mother that Pan, being part Saiyan, should be more than fine with a little roughhousing. Chi-Chi is adamant that they raise her as a gentle girly girl so that she will not end up as another battle-loving idiot. Mr. Satan protests that he dreams of raising Pan to be a great martial artist who can serve as his successor and have over 100 disciples. Chi-Chi still does not budge on the subject. Driving in the city, Bulma is stopped at a light when a pair of robbers zip by, pursued by a police officer. The robbers scratch Bulma's car as they pass. Out of anger, she chases them. After taking them down successfully with a police officer, this officer is none other than Krillin. Although thanking, he still gives her a ticket for speeding. Just then, his phone rings. He and Bulma are summoned over to Gohan's house to try and help deal with the situation, with Goku and Goten showing up at the same time too. Bulma promises to help calm Chi-Chi down if Krillin gets rid of her ticket. She assures Chi-Chi that she should look on the bright side. Gohan has successfully become a scholar, and even Goku is working now, as opposed to Vegeta, who has been off training with Whis for half a year without coming back home. When Goku overhears this, he freaks out and comes crashing through the wall. Wanting to train with Whis too, he asks Bulma to tell him when he will stop by next. However, Chi-Chi is opposed to Goku going off to train. Krillin whispers to Goku that he should just search for Vegeta's key and teleport after him. Sadly, Goku cannot sense Vegeta's key at all. He must be too far away. Desperate, Goku starts following Bulma around, badgering her about Whis, at home, at work, and even when coming out of the shower. Finally, Bulma gives Goku a cell phone and promises to call him the next time Whis turns up. Chi-Chi oversees this. Goku covers by claiming that he and Bulma are planning a surprise party for Pan and need to keep in touch. Much to her thrill, Goku now spends his time sitting around waiting for his phone to ring, Gohan suspiciously watching. When Chi-Chi happily assures him that he will find out soon enough, Gohan just becomes even more suspicious. Following his father around, he hides nearby when Goku finally gets the call that Whis has arrived on Earth. Goku changes into his GI and blasts off, arriving in front of Bulma and Whis as they are heading off to eat. Seeing this, Gohan's suspicions are confirmed. Goku begs Whis to train him, but tells Goku that he must wait until he has finished eating with Bulma. Whis and Bulma sit down to eat. Goku constantly interrupts, asking if they are done yet, making Whis increasingly annoyed. After the meal, he sternly tells Goku that such impatience might be a problem when it comes to his training. Before Goku can leave with Whis though, Chi-Chi arrives, having been tipped off by Gohan, who meekly apologizes to his father. Goku claims he will just be gone for a little bit. Chi-Chi still forbids it, having heard the line dozens of times. Later, Gohan and Chi-Chi argue about about Goku's upcoming. Bored with all this, Whis starts to leave, and Goku runs after him, grabbing onto him just before he rockets off into space. Surprisingly, with Goku gone, Chi-Chi calms down, finally seeming to accept the situation. While she and Bulma are wondering what party they will throw for Pan, looking up into the sky, Gohan wishes his father good luck with his training. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe to channel for more anime breakdowns and analysis. Like the video to show your support, comment below with your thoughts and theories. Hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Stay tuned for more epic content. See you in the next video, and stay Saiyan.